Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's another episode of the Good Brothers Community Podcast right here at Church Hill Smoke Shop. It is not Friday, but it is Sunday. And it's a little light now. We're enjoying the early games right here at Church Hill Smoke Shop, NFL Sunday. If you're not doing anything, please come out and join us. As always, I got my right hand man, my partner in crime, Mr. P. Powell, to the third power, then Mr. Preston Powell the third. How are you
Chad,
today, sir?
man, I'm doing good, man. We are just talking about, trying to get yourself going a little bit early this Sunday morning. Well, this week's cigar of the week is the Punch Classico.
Punch.
But Punch go back to like the 1800s. If you're not familiar with the cigar, here's a little video here.
Welcome back to Churchill Smoke Shop Cigar of the Month. This month's cigar is a Punch Elite Maduro Classico. The Punch Elite Maduro cigar has a kinetic broadleaf wrapper, shaped Corona, and filler Dominican, Honduran, and Nicaraguan. The binder is a Connecticut broadleaf. Cigar originated from Honduras. I think you guys should come down and get you some free cigar of the month if you're a VIP member. If not, this is also the cigar of the week. So,
With that being said, it's a good even spot. I haven't smoked a lot of punches in my time. I know it's Honduran and it's more medium to full. And a lot of people swear by them. I know we used to carry the Nicaraguan Puro, but this is the Classico for the VIP cigar this month. We're gonna give this a smoke. Popular brand, one of the well-known brands around the country. We'll see what they do. You smoking one too now, right, Chad?
Oh yeah, man. I love Punch. Punch is one of my favorite brands. They have a great line. If you like medium to full body, if you like full body, Punch is a great one. They have a great stick called a Punch Diablo.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty good. Especially for you full body heads out there.
yeah. But it's recognizable everywhere, so that's not hard to find. But Chad, this week, we didn't get a show in Friday. Everybody has things going on. I know you was down in the Beanham, checking out Jackson
Itty
State.
bitty Mississippi.
So give everybody a listen. How was the game this weekend?
Man, let me tell y'all something, bro. Let me tell y'all something. As much as we joke about our HBCUs, Valley is making strides. I wish them continued success in the acquiring the funding resources to continue to improve the infrastructure of that university because their university is actually a beautiful campus, it's a historical campus within the Mississippi Delta. The atmosphere was great. They were accommodating. I love my country cousins. You know, I'm a Delta guy myself. So I mean, shout out to Mississippi Valley State University. I had a great time on Saturday.
Good deal. Jackson State won. What was the final score there?
The final score was 31-6.
Oh, okay. Well, it's pretty handily then. It won pretty handily. Good deal. Congratulations, Jackson State. We watch college football as we always do up on the hill. This is Sunday, and we got Sunday ticket, like Chad said earlier, we're watching the early games. Most of the big games come on at starting at 3 o'clock and later on tonight with the Miami Philly game. And we'll probably catch that as it's Sunday fun day. We always have a good time here on the hill, with food, fun, cigars, and a few cocktails. But Chad, with that being said, this week we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week, but this week has been a lot of scuttlebutt about, I guess, dating, if you want to call it that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you want to call it that, I mean, it's more of a, basically a lot of women just getting out of pocket. It's been a wild week. The first thing was the lady with the 48 oysters.
Y'all, so today I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like, hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content, come on. It's so good. Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. They was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch, I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
Did
Oh
you?
man, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was
Bro.
like, first of all, you ain't that special.
No. And then here's the
You ain't
thing.
that special.
Here's the crazy part about it. I don't know what is possessing people to think that these videos make them look in a good light. I don't, the lady starts the video with the 48 hours stuff saying she didn't want to go out with the dude, but he asked her so many times, so she's just going to get a free meal. Which, you got ladies, when we get in these dating conversations, they're like, well, they are good women out here. They don't do that all the time. And we constantly tell them, like, oh, there's plenty women that do that all the time. That's, will string a guy along for a free meal. And you got this one right here that's going there and she slurped them down. Videotaped herself slurping them down. 48 oysters. That's wild to me. I don't even know how you can do that to somebody.
It's very easy. It's based on what a lot of these individuals have allowed social media to deem what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And then at the same time, you got some people who are personally just savages who don't care. I don't think they care about their own personal agendas and don't care about projecting the fact of projecting their own toxicity on other people. You know, and here's his funny part. Now, and you can agree, disagree. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But some men, some of us, it ain't about smashing you. We just want some company.
It's funny you say that. I told a buddy of mine one time. He said, "Man, you don't be having problems. You don't, he was kind of upset because women's videos like this." I said, "Well, man, I'm tell you something. When I ask a woman to dinner, I'm asking for her company. So free meal is just part of the price to pay. Like people. I don't know if you live long enough, you've heard this a million times. You're gonna pay for it one way or the other. So sometimes, and with me, it's not no real big, whoop, because like you said, you're paying for the companionship, the time, and the discussion. So having a meal doing that doesn't faze me. Well, but these things particular bug me is the ungratefulness and the entitlement. I remember you said in a few shows back, you were talking about the internet and you were talking about the mental aspects of it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, is it like the need to have acceptance or the need to have people support you in your bad behavior? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't get what the idea that you think this is a good thing to post. I know a lot of people feel like, they try to get over, but why post that on the internet? I don't see how you think you're gonna make yourself look good.
Well, I can probably put a direction on that for you. You can kind of steer the car the way you
Uh-huh.
you, you think you should go. We live in a time where people are seeking validation and acceptance.
Right.
Especially again in the time you talking about with social media rules today and everybody's trying to go viral. Everybody trying to get that one video to try to get your TikTok money. It's not, but it's not about creating platforms such as this one that is genuine and trying to truly educate and entertain at the same time in a holistic way that inspires the senses,
Right.
that caters to the mind, body, and soul, and be able to spread these positive messages in a manner that's, excuse me, conducive for positive social interaction, as well as have positive social conversation.
Right. Yeah, that's a valid point. And I think what you're saying right there is 100% true. When people trying to seek that validation, that's 100% I feel is correct. Because especially going on to the next lady with the I don't eat at the Cheesecake Factory thing.
Whew. Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Look. Are you're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm like that. When she was like, "I look too good to go in the Cheesecake Factory," and let's just be honest. We don't lie here. Look, she lucky she would have got Burger King. She ain't that type of woman. I think. So go back to your validation part. Does you think the internet has made people believe because you got access to more guys, so it makes average women think they're above average? You get what I'm saying?
That's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, because go ahead.
And see, and to validate your point or to piggyback off you, and what the internet also does, it gives you a platform to justify your unjustifiable bullshit.
Because you're gonna find somebody that's gonna agree with.
Yeah, just based on what you look like. For instance, they bash what's the recording artist name? Coila Ray. I said that wrong, baby girl. If you buy where you find this platform, I'm sorry.
Right.
But they bashed her because she was so small. She wasn't like Meg Thee Stallion.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody has their own bag. Just like I'm gonna put a status on Facebook today. That was invalid. It being in that environment reiterated a lot of things, not to turn the conversation, but you're gonna see where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing everybody, I haven't seen folks in a long time that I knew went to Valley, even at Jackson State, because it's homecoming so many people. But what it reiterated to me was this lesson: time and gravity brings about a change.
Right. I got
it was a lot of folk walking around there looking like a fully stuffed baked potato from the potato factory. And you got the gall to act like what you act like, especially when people trying to be genuine to you.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's crazy. That's just like when I always chuckle to myself on the inside when I see a woman that's around our age say something like, I'm waiting on a good man. I'm like, you must be waiting on Jesus because you've been waiting a long time.
Jesus, Moses, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John.
Right.
Mark, Matthew. The ark gonna come back.
Look, Father Time is undefeated. So I don't even know why they tried. Because that level of entitlement just blows me away. That you feel that, oh man, he picked that off. Oh well, dead play. But that level of entitlement just blows me away. Then talking about I will die if I go into the Cheesecake Factory. That's and then you find out she made the dude wait an hour. And he had reservations at another restaurant, a upscale restaurant, but she made him wait an hour. They lost their reservation. So he turns around and say, hey, well, this is the next best restaurant. I'm familiar with this restaurant. I like it. That level of entitlement just will always blow me away. And then we know what hammers look like. I mean, when I say hammers, like a good 10, 9, or 8. And none of the women that you see go through these things are those level of women that they can justify that level of entitlement. It just, I don't understand it. I don't understand where it comes from. And here's the thing, Chad. I mean, being that you played at Jackson State and you was BMOC at one time, when you lived at a level and then you hear people talk about it, they hadn't been there just by some of the things they say. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can tell by like, okay, somebody like, if she was trying to portray a level of wealth, somebody of that kind of wealth would not say that to the Cheesecake Factory.
First of all, you're gonna be happy with this 4 for 4 if you get that. And here's the thing, I like to eat too.
Right.
I mean, look at me. See, I don't miss many meals. I like to
Right.
eat.
Right.
But again, here's the thing. Go back to what you said about these 8, 9s, and 10s. Them 8, 9s, and 10s need to come with some type of personality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With some type of character, with some type of persona. Besides, you wearing a push-up bra with some thongs on and a sundress. Come on, bro.
Right. That
Come on.
don't get it no more. That don't get it.
No, because a pretty girl come dime a dozen.
They got 120 turning 21 every day.
Exactly. A pretty girl come dime a dozen.
And that's where the conundrum is going to end up at. Because here's the reality: until they put you in the ground, you can start a family.
Right.
Until they put you in the ground, you can start a family.
I'll make you laugh one more time. We talk about how when certain folks they ain't done certain things. So I know a guy. Lord forgive me for this, but okay. So he's supposed to play for Jackson State. Of course, he behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So come to find out, which I wouldn't remember him because I mean this dude like 4, 5 years behind me. Even though I followed the football team, kind of always have, of course. This dude said he played DB. Right.
Defensive back. Okay.
Okay, so like, well, you know what I'm saying? He tried to get out of the stands or whatever. Thinking to myself, okay, then. And hell, anybody getting the mirror practice on their stands. You know what I'm saying? Then come to find out, he was the assistant to the assistant equipment manager.
Equipment manager.
Now he wasn't even that. He carried the flathead and the Phillips screwdriver for the man who actually did it. Decent fella though, but it was one. A matter of fact, go back to that point you said earlier about validation because he wanted to be included.
Right. And he figured nobody would know it, could remember it or something like that. So he just put stuff in there.
He wanted to be in that number to say, hey, I played football for Jackson State, but some people don't know how those levels go. It's just like I was talking with a guy at Valley who came before me. A certain name's gonna ring a bell. A certain things gonna ring a bell for that person. If you don't get that reaction, you really either you was there, you really didn't care, or you weren't there at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the type of things that we're talking about. The inclusion, the want to be accepted, the want to be popular, the want to be revered. I use that word. The want to be revered, the want to be placed on a pedestal. And again, like you said, the entitlement, which is all toxic. Everybody want a little attention sometimes. I mean, that's natural.
Right.
But it's the constant drive for entitlement or drive for validation or, the reverence that you seek from individuals around you, a lot of times whom you feel you're better than, all toxic.
So you think that would the toothpaste ever get put back in the tube, or this is just where it's at? This is where it's going? Because you don't see a lot of guys out there with this kind of delusional type thinking. I mean, do you think it ever get reeled back at some point when when the numbers start to change as far as women seeing that, hey, this kind of attitude just doesn't work?
It's gonna take somebody with a high presence that people truly trust in character. Like an Angela Bassett, gonna have to get them there and say, y'all hoes is tripping. My mama, if you watching, I'm sorry. Mom, if you watch this, I'm sorry. But it's gonna take somebody like an Angela Bassett, a lady of class, a lady of character, again, a lady of wisdom. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping.
Because I mean, you go from Jada Pinkett to these ladies, and it's more. That they got one lady that says she don't do coffee dates, and I'm like, how? Man got to take her to a 5-star restaurant if he wants to date her. And I'm just thinking to myself, and here's the crazy part about it: her video is from Arkansas, and I'm thinking like, damn, how many 5-star restaurants in Arkansas? I said no disrespect to Arkansas, but goddamn, ain't no metropolis. So, like, what are you talking about? It just, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is, where is this coming from? But I mean, you alluded to it earlier. Is this, self-grandizing delusion that has seeped from the internet into people? That they think
Right.
that, hey, okay, I can do it too. And like, no, it's not for everybody. Like, look, yeah, we grew up knowing this, Chad, because as a man, that there are certain things that if I want this, I gotta do that. Every man knows that. If Chad, if you say, hey man, I want to go after, give me a star, Rihanna. Well, hey man, I gotta get my money right. I gotta get in the gym. I got, you got little things you gotta do. You got a chick, man. No disrespect. I'm just gonna say it. You got a chick. We got 250 pounds. Talking about she deserved the rock.
Right.
Somebody like, no, that don't match. Y'all not equally yoked. So I don't know where it comes from. Because the worst thing, the oyster thing was bad. I think the cheesecake thing was worse
It is.
because she literally was saying she would literally die, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, no. Like you said, but you 4 for 4 at best. I
Right.
mean, if
And
not that, shit, the McDonald's kitty menu or something. It's just you are nowhere near somebody that would tell somebody. And then it might be the guy too, because we got a lot of guys that these days are not really masculine to be able to tell her like, no, because the guy she was bigger than the guy she was with. So, maybe he could, he didn't feel, you know, enough to say like, what are you talking about? Or he didn't have the presence for him to sit there and listen to that, because I wouldn't listen to that. And I probably gave her a ride home because I picked her up, but it'd been real close to me calling the Uber and putting her out right there. Like, hey, look,
yeah,
I don't have no time for that, none whatsoever.
it is what it is.
Well, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, Chad, what else you got going on this week? Since we got the late show, we got a good week coming up this week. I mean, next week, who Jackson they play next week?
Great question.
Because they,
Let me
because
find out.
are they on the road? Because this was a away year. I mean, if you know anything about JSU, when they have a home schedule, the whole city buzz almost the whole season because you have a game every other weekend. But most of this year, they've been on the road. I think how many home games? They only had like 2 home games this year, right?
Yeah, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Let me try to find that out.
Bethune Cookman. Yeah,
Guess who they play? No, they don't.
no,
Do they play
they
them?
played Bethune already. They already beat
No,
Bethune.
they play Pine Bluff next week.
Is it in Pine Bluff?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, see, there you go. So they'll be back on the road in Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas next week.
Yep.
And you got college football. We had a big schedule this week in college football. You got a couple of big games next week. Colorado will be back on the clock after that disappointing performance against Stanford. A lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people upset. I was talking to Neely yesterday. There's some people upset concerning why Colorado had that ABC game and Washington. Washington #5 Washington didn't get it. That ABC, that primetime night spot. Now,
Mm-hmm.
first thing I said is like, it's Washington. So I don't care if they are 5 in the country. This is a business. Colorado is
Right.
the college universe right now.
Right.
You're gonna put them on TV. Another thing, Washington's playing Stanford. They should dominate that game. So everybody fighting to get them on TV if they can.
Yeah, I mean that's the right thing to do. It's all about ratings. Ratings
Yeah.
equates revenue.
So it's kind of obvious. I can understand
So,
fans feeling this way, but you have people in the sportscast, they were upset. This is a chance for the world to see Michael Penix Jr., which I love. I wish the Saints get a chance to draft him. But
good athlete.
oh man, great athlete, and you can look like you can build a team around him. So
Right.
there's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out this year. But with this NIL, man, you just don't know who actually come out. Because I don't think Shadur coming out. I think he's going back.
As he should.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's so that, you know, I think he's going back. And Caleb Williams, he said he's trying to avoid going to the Bears or Denver. So you don't know how that plays out. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this all shakes out, because they run pretty deep with Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix Jr. You got the Rattler kid. You got the kid at North Carolina, Drake May. I mean, you got a lot of guys out there. A lot of
Even
guys
to the
out
kid
there.
at Duke, but he got hurt last night.
Yeah, he got hurt. You got Bo Nix over there in Oregon. You got that Oregon State quarterback. I mean, you got a lot of guys out there. So I mean, you running 10. This is going to be a big quarterback year. So if you're looking for a quarterback, you should be able to find one this year in the late first round, second round. You should be able to find some guys, some good
add
guys.
value.
Yeah. That's the best way to add value.
That's right.
But Chad, you got anything else for this week?
Man, nah, man. Just pray everybody have a great, productive week. Hope you stay positive. Don't let the foolishness keep you down, get you down.
Man, that was a bad throw. Well, kids, we watching the Sunday football. Remember, come out, try to punch Classico, Maduro, Cigar of the Week, Churchill Smoke Shop. Smokes real well. It's a short
Really does.
smoke. Yeah, smoke real well. So we'll finish this off. I'm gonna grab another cocktail, watch NFL the rest of the day, and clown around with these guys. Remember, get in the comments, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think about these. I don't want to call them free radicals, but they wilding out here. I guess they take a Jada Pinkett lead.
Right. Very much so.
With that being said, man, good brothers, we out here.
We out.